Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is October the 17th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Bitcoin, this game is not rigged. Offended by selling. Unconfiscatable. This is actually my third show of the day. I was interviewed by Ken Amadori earlier and another associate of his. So I'll be tweeting out those shows soon enough as they go live. They're going to upload them soon enough. But hey, also, I was contacted by a writer from Vice, and I had a bad feeling about it. He wanted to interview me about negative investing experiences. He's writing an article about negative investing experiences, not just about Bitcoin, but other, stocks, bonds, who knows what. And I just figured he's not going to dedicate very much time to cryptocurrency. Whatever I say is going to be twisted in a bad way to hurt cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And I just didn't want to participate in it because Vice, and the guy was very polite, and I told him that I thought he should have an article dedicated to cryptocurrency as a whole so we could focus on all the lessons that you learn from having bad investments in cryptocurrency. I didn't want it to turn out to be an article that just says cryptocurrency is a crazy investment. I didn't want to be a part of that to help that narrative at all. So something will be coming out in Vice. It might just be Vice Australia. I could tell the guy was from Australia. But that's how my day has been. But still, I post a new show here every day, so I had to do my show. Even yesterday when YouTube went down, we still had a blast here. After it came back, I still got my show of the day in. You can see all my old shows, of course, at disruptmeister.com and at techbalt.com, TECHBALT. You can see all the old This Week in Bitcoin shows. This Week in Bitcoin will be this Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 10 p.m. in Italy, where Federico Tenga will be joining us from there. And who else will be on the show? Maybe I should save the other two. Well, one person is going to be new, and Marty Bent will be the second guy, actually. The third guy hasn't confirmed yet. He's new. That'll be awesome. So tune in Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 1 p.m. in Los Angeles. And in Italy, it's the middle of the night. It's 10 p.m. at night. Okay. And remember, check out all the links below. Get your T-shirts like this. I'm going to talk about this T-shirt right now, actually. This Honey Badger T-shirt is from Cryptograffiti. You can get also Trezors with my various discount codes, affiliate codes listed below all of this stuff. But, okay, so this shirt is the Honey Badger shirt. It is a Bitcoin shirt because Bitcoin is a Honey Badger. And coincidentally, this guy Jeet, who I would love to get on the show, tweeted out the following, a Honey Badger video, actually. And he described what's going on. It's this wild, it's the Honey Badger like this, going wild, going crazy when they let it out of a box or something. And he says that represents Bitcoin waking up once a fiat currency collapses in the next year, massively de-risk from surviving multiple social attacks. That means Bitcoin has massively de-risked from surviving multiple social attacks. Regulators not interfering, Lightning Network online, and far more awareness and on-ramps. So all of those things that he just mentioned, they're going to happen. There are going to be more on-ramps. The Bitcoin will be massively de-risked because it survived multiple social attacks. Regulators are not interfering. And the one interesting thing he brought up that makes Bitcoin into a wild honey badger, yes, if a fiat currency collapses. So which fiat currency is going to collapse? I mean, I guess Venezuela, it's already collapsing, but maybe even a bigger one. Now, of course, I do not believe one of the major ones, one of our, the euro, the yen, or the dollar. But what would happen if the Nigerian currency did completely collapse? It's had problems. That's a tremendous country, tremendous population. And we are having all sorts of developing nation issues now. So yeah, these things are going to happen is what my point is. And so Bitcoin is the honey badger because we can make all sorts of predictions and the timeline. Sometimes we shorten that timeline. Sometimes it's a long time down the road. That's why you got to be a long-term thinker when it comes to Bitcoin. But some of these things might not happen until 2021. Again, the ETF approval, that's honey badger-ish, but hey, it might not happen until February. It might happen in a week. Who knows? We'll keep you updated here. It is going to happen, though. All these, and a funny thing is with predictions. Oh, what's that guy's name? He went to jail for a while with Bitcoin. I should have written this down. He's kind of hairy. He's Jewish. He's from Florida originally, I think. God, what is his name? Anyway, he tweeted out like in June, this is the last time ever Bitcoin will be under $10,000. Well, he was wrong. He was wrong. Or May, whenever he tweeted it out. What's his darn name? Anyway, I'll say it in the next show. I'm drawing a blank. He went to jail for a little while. He got in trouble for something. Anyway, but that's the thing. One day will come a day that it will be the last day that Bitcoin will ever be at $10,000. So since you know that one day is going to happen, why not get Bitcoin? You see, you got to be people that worry about, well, when is the last day that it's going to be under $10,000? They value their wealth in fiat. They're just trying to flip it back and forth to get some more fiat before it really goes to the moon. It's not worth it, dudes. It's not, as I've said many a time on here. Okay, so what is his darn name? I can't think of it. It's Charlie Shrem. Thank you very much. Epilmos for life. Thank you very much for that. It is Charlie Shrem. Yeah, he's hairier than I am, definitely. I think he's Sephardic. I'm not even sure. Is he? Whatever. It's cool. Yeah. So, and then again, that's another reason you can't get into this guru worship thing either, because a lot of people put him on a pedestal. I haven't heard from him lately. I haven't heard. He hasn't been in the news lately. People haven't been pedestaling him lately, so that's good. But no, even a guy like that, he's a smart guy, but fiat predictions like that, we don't know the last day it'll be at 10,000, but there will be a last day. Okay, so Coinbase on their GDAX, that their trading platform. I don't even go onto their trading platform. I do know that they suddenly listed something called OX or ZRX or something, and some people were trying to say, well, they listed it because many people from Coinbase are on their board of directors. There's a big overlap between Coinbase and this. What is it? It's like some Ethereum token. I don't even know what it is. I'm so proud of myself for like tuning out the crypto noise that much that I don't even know what this ridiculous thing is. And the people are complaining, well, that's unfair. The Coinbase is. No, it's not unfair. That's the way it works, dudes. People are on boards. They favor the companies they're on the boards with. Who cares what Coinbase? You shouldn't even be worried about it. But they're all 80%ers fall for it. They're already hyping it up because it's gone up in value apparently. And this is the future of all the coins that are going to be added to regular Coinbase, because that was just to like trading Coinbase. Not many people are involved with that compared to regular Coinbase, which is the on-ramp for people in the United States that just want to go to the crypto store. They don't want to trade it. They just want to buy some crypto. And there's only 5 on there, and that's Bitcoin, Bcash, Ethereum Classic, and Litecoin. So, but again, you can expect this in the future, that people from Coinbase who have connections with certain are going to favor those coins if they have. Now again, Charlie, no, I'm not going to bring that up. But if Charlie Lee was still working there and Litecoin wasn't there, you would assume they would put Litecoin on there. That's already happened, so we don't. But you see where I'm going with this. So the point is also, Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Who cares what altcoin and what order they if you get into that contest, you're wasting your time, because obviously you care about these pumps and you can't predict these pumps or how long they will last at least. And you want to, the people who are like, oh, this is OX or ZRX, it's great, it's being pumped. you're just buying into to this little game, the 80%er games. You buy it up. Why risk your Bitcoin, your precious Bitcoin, on timing what Coinbase is going to add next, or who's on what board and all that stuff? Yeah, it seems corrupt because that's the way the centralized world works. Okay, if you don't want to deal with that kind of stuff, opt out. Come into the Bitcoin overlay. Be a Bitcoin holder. Keep on value your wealth in Bitcoin. Stop working for work for yourself, and you'll be able to say anything you want to, and you won't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to get in on the hottest altcoin before it's not the hottest altcoin and it goes down. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Value your wealth in freaking Bitcoin. Okay, but also here, Matt Odell has a tweet, and I get asked about this. If you want to learn about Wasabi Wallet, I highly recommend this podcast with Stefan Livera, who has, of course, been on my show before, No Paris 73, who's the co-founder and CTO of Wasabi, and he links to it. And if text is is more your style, here's the primer. So for all you dudes interested in Wasabi, check out that tweet. Everything I taught and the link to the blog post, I guess, that dealt with it. Everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. Bitcoin punishes the 80%ers. Pound that freaking like button, people. I like that line. All right, again, yeah, we've had 90 this week in Bitcoin shows. This will be the this Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It will be the 91st. And remember, New Orleans, I will be there December 3rd and 4th. Blake Anderson will also be speaking. So Vortex, Digital Currency Con. Link to below, and you can get there's a discount, 20% Meister discount code. So type in Meister on the buying of the ticket page if you want a discount. Okay, I was in politics today, and you should be avoiding politics just for this reason. Everyone's got to have a victim story to attract 80%ers to vote for them. You got to be part of some victim group. You got to have a victim story. Oh man, mainstream 80% society. I mean, I just want to barf when I think about how it's like glamorous to have your victim story before. I mean, some people are going so far that they're like, they pretend to be Native Americans and stuff. So you feel bad for them when they're like white as can be. It's ridiculous. But the thing is, in crypto, in Bitcoin, there are no victim stories. This is not for victims. This is where 80%ers get freaking punished, okay? They get punished and they have to run away. This is where the big boys play. So if you like victim stories and that just warms your heart, then go campaign for some sociopath, politician. Waste your time away arguing about Beto and RFK, or if he's RFK, if he's Obama, whatever, and you won't be productive at all. You'll just be going around and round and around, but I mean, you'll get to tell everyone. You'll get to tell all your friends, "Oh, he was such a victim. I supported his victim. Now I'm a victim. Watch me virtues." No, that's 80% land. 20% land it's a harsh world over here. This is where the big boys play. If you stick with the straight and narrow, if you stick with long-term thinking, if you're not impulsive, if you're not virtue signaling, you're going to do real well in the Bitcoin world. But you got to have a strong hand, and you can't get tempted into all of these distractions and all this. There is so much noise out there in the world today, and so much crypto noise in our own little world here. So yes, Federico, and again, if you sense crypto noise, run away. Just get back to your straight and narrow 2020 halving focus. And yeah, I mentioned Federico and Marty Bent will be on This Week in Bitcoin show. Hey, remember to play these shows at 1.5x speed if you can understand me at that speed, or 2x speed. I have been doing that with so many videos. Again, it is saving me so much freaking time. It makes things so more efficient, and I think it strengthens your brain. I think it makes you, well, it doesn't make you smarter. It makes you faster. It makes you able to just take in more useful information. Okay, so we're going to talk about some Bitcoin maximalism. And Aaron von Weirdum, who has been on the show before, who works for Bitcoin Magazine, like the greatest writer in the Bitcoin space, he has this tweet, and it's basically what I said yesterday when I was talking about another Bitcoin maximalist article that it came out. He says Bitcoin maximalism and currency competition are not antithetical. Bitcoin maximalists predict that Bitcoin wins the currency competition. That is, again, there can be competition in Bitcoin maximalism. It's just they think it's the winner, okay? Because it's the best. And here is a tweet, again, by J.M. Corrigan, also about Bitcoin maximalism. We're so steeped in a culture of some people imposing their beliefs on others by force that many find it impossible to reason about purely voluntary communities like Bitcoin. Bitcoin maximalism is a prediction and choice of one's own behavior, not a prescription for others. So yeah, no one's forcing this upon anyone. That is, you have to opt in the Bitcoin. You have to go out of your way, because again, collectivism is the default. Individualism, you got to work toward, and that is Bitcoin. And no one's forcing you. It's totally voluntary. And the people that are talking about Bitcoin maximalism, you don't have to accept them. You don't have to, they're not saying you have to be they're just telling that's their prediction. So everyone is just used to this world of victims and force that they think that they're interpreting the Bitcoin maximalists. And again, the tone of the Bitcoin maximalists can be a bit aggressive. It can, they use a lot of curse words and they use scam a lot. But again, they're not forcing it on you. They're just stating their opinion. It's a prediction. And again, this is where the big boys play. If you can't take the Bitcoin maximalism talk, then buy Ripple and be an 80%er. Pound that friggin' like button. Ooh, please don't do that. Don't. I mean, it's better to like waste your time on politics than buy a Ripple, because who knows? That should be a tweet. That should be a Twitter poll. Is it better to waste your time on politics, or is it better to buy Ripple? Don't do either. The best, again, Bitcoin. One Bitcoin. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Learn it. Live it. Be it. Okay. And you can email me at adam@tresorhelp.com if you need a crypto consultation, help setting up your Trezor. If you've got some good stories for me. So something very interesting. One of the Winklevoss brothers, I get them confused. They look very similar for some reason. He tweeted out this tweet by Tether. Now you gotta take this into context here. I mean, Winklevoss is going to run, or they are running a stable coin that competes with Tether. It shows how much I care about these darn stable coins. I don't even know if they have it live yet. But I don't trade. I'm not risking my precious Bitcoin on the Winklevoss exchange, and I don't need that. That's not where I buy my Bitcoin either. But this is what Tether actually tweeted this out, and they retweeted this. This Winklevoss retweet. Traditional systems take time to adapt to the pioneering work taking place in this space. He said, that's what Winklevoss said. He said that traditional systems take time to adapt to the pioneering work taking place in this space. And right under that, he lists the Tether tweet. So he says they're doing pioneering work in this space. The Tether people. I mean, they were the pioneers of stablecoin. So he's modest there. He's not trying to say he was the one who made it up, at least. And then the Tether tweet goes on to say, there is no financial report framework to audit conformity with a stablecoin. So you can't perform an audit. You must instead rely on a third party to attest whether an assertion there is a one-to-one peg is accurate. Okay, so there's no way to audit to see if there's a one-to-one peg. You have to trust a third party. Okay, I don't really care that much about that. Winklevoss just wanted to remind he's defending Tether by tweeting that out, his competitor. So that's very interesting. Here, going back to Bitcoin maximalism, this is Leo Weiss. Tweeted this out, and I think I might have met him in Hong Kong at the Hong Kong meetup. I think he was there. I know I've contacted him before. He's got a great article about Bitcoin maximalism. It's really level-headed. I think you should read it. But he brings up the old days, which I remember when the first altcoins like Litecoin and Namecoin were around. And those community, they were like part of the Bitcoin community, actually. There wasn't this competitive spirit. It was like a complement of Bitcoin. The people that like Litecoin and Namecoin, and again, this was early on, 2013, they were like part of the Bitcoin community. And they were by the end of 2013, there were very few altcoins. And then, of course, he goes through, all of a sudden there were a lot. And then when Ethereum came around, the whole Bitcoin maximalism thing really got tossed out there. And read the article. It's a good history of how it all came to be, and he's got a level in that it's not the, it's really nothing to worry about. Don't worry about your local Bitcoin maximalist. If we'll see what the future brings. Be patient. We will see if Bitcoin will be super dominant and there'll just be a few other altcoins, or whatever will be, will be. Be patient. The future is bright. Even if, again, I'm a Bitcoin firster. I believe that it's the default. It's how you should value your wealth. But there'll be other ones, but there are no threats. And there are no threats to Bitcoin. You should let altcoins do their experimentation. Competition is a good thing. And probably many Bitcoin maximalists will agree with me on that. Most will. All right. So the final thing is foxbusiness.com. They have an article out, and it's sort of covering Fidelity. But, man, they had a clickbaity title to it. And cryptocurrencies are entering a bull market as stocks turn bearish. And it talks about the stock market a little bit, and it talks about Fidelity quite a bit. I just thought that was an interesting title. I'm not putting them on a pedestal, because I thought the article there was a lot of fluff in the article. It's not that well researched. And just because Fox says that we're entering a bull market, I'm not gonna pump that out, and I'm not gonna make it into some type of clickbait title either, because I'm patient. I don't value my wealth in fiat. I know there's so many good, that Jeet tweeted out all those good things that are going to eventually happen. Some of them were bad things in terms of a country's currency going down the tube, but events are going to happen, and big players are coming in. It's just a matter of time. That's why we call it a strong hand, because you got to be patient, and you just can't, every once in a while open it and everything because things are taking too long. No, you gotta have it strong forever, because one moment of weakness, you can make a tremendous mistake and lose your Bitcoin. And I'm telling you, one day in the future, you'll be like, oh God, I lost 10 Bitcoin. How the heck? Oh my God. All right. Because by then, who knows what you're going to be able to get with 10 Bitcoin. Okay. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Pound that like button. Click on those squares you see here if you're watching this on tape. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video. I'll say hi to you dudes in the chat. And again, new show every day. I'll be back on Thursday, and then Friday is This Week in Bitcoin at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Honey Badger, pound that like button.